Got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. That's it. I just got one. I don't need any more friends. I'm done here. Joe, get out of my house.
I was about to say he's clearly not acknowledging Joe.
I got a dog-skinned friend that just scares me when he walks in my house alone.
I'm going to steal something.
I pay a lot of money for the stuff in here, and he takes it.
Yeah, I'm going to steal something. You thought I was stealing before.
That's the remix.
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
It always reminds me of, what was it, the diaper party that we had over here. And Joe happened to walk into the house, and then I happened to just be walking up behind him, and then he looked back at me like I was following him, and I was like, come on, you know the deal. Can't let you in my house by yourself. Come on, man. Welcome, everybody, to the Hangover Podcast. I am your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. the studio has never smelled louder in its entire life.
Hell.
Yep. Felonies, people, everywhere. Sitting across from me, as always, Take Off Music's very own Mr. TRTL.
Yeah.
And then, sitting to my left, we have the obnoxious. We have the will never get out of my house. We have the 12th man talk. We have the beautiful black king, Average Joe.
I'll take that.
And then, sitting to his left, we have a hangover first comer. We have a hangover first timer. Hey. We have Mr. Positive Vibes himself. Yeah. We have Mr. Smoke Gang. Yeah. We have Mr. Jake Gyllenhaal, everybody.
Hey.
I'm kidding. We'll go with J.Hurst. How's it going, my friend?
I've been chilling, man. Good.
So good to finally fucking have you in here, man.
About time, man. About 40 episodes in, right?
Yeah, right.
About time. I think it's
40
ready.
episodes.
I think we're ready.
40 episodes, and then we finally got the call. Like, you know what? I'm down the street. I'll be here in a couple of minutes.
That's how it works usually, right?
So, with that being said, today I am still being regular and drinking my Bayou rum, the whiteness, because dark rum upsets me. But I wanted to stay.
Oh, yeah, he's racist. Some bitch is racist.
Stick it to the clear.
Oh, man. So, with that being said, do we have any top fans this week, Turtle?
I don't know, man. I didn't look.
I know we lose people every week.
I put my phone away. You don't like
falling off
my phone.
Falling off like fucking flies, all of them. All right. So, we got a couple. So, for 7 months, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne. Joe, you here today?
Nope.
I gotta make a post on Facebook.
Social media has captivated our youth.
You okay?
Oh, the Hangover Twitter? I'm sorry, the Hangover Podcast Twitter. The thing you put me in charge of?
Yo, for 5 months, we have Mr. Matt Tranchina. And we also, for 5 months, have Mr. Devin Whitmore. We'll let his run out.
Good. I like it.
And then for 2 months, we have Mrs. Alexis Schaefer. So basically, Larry's still a basic bitch and has not got his status back yet.
Yep.
So.
You gotta learn them buttons.
I gotta figure this shit out. I've been over here way too fucking long.
How many episodes has it been?
It's been like 40 episodes.
It's been like 15 of them he's been trying to charge the fucking sound.
But they've been the same fucking buttons since day one, so I don't understand how I haven't.
And they're super color coordinated.
I told you, you gotta put some of them label stickers on there for you.
We're gonna have to
We
try
have
them.
them.
Yeah, we have them somewhere in here. The worst part is, Mr. Hurst, you know what the pink one is?
No.
He said it was gay, so what?
They're sitting over there like,
He made me put this button in there.
The one you accidentally be hitting?
The one I accidentally be hitting.
He ain't forget that one, though. You know?
So how was everybody's week, man?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, my shit was productive, actually.
What you got done?
A lot of music.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fire.
Proud of myself.
Finally.
Proud of myself.
I feel like the Takeoff Music logo is starting to grow spider webs.
Oh, yeah,
like,
definitely.
We need
It's
to
got some dust on it.
figure this out.
I need some of that polished shit. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Spraying on top.
That shit you be getting people to drink?
You know what I'm talking about.
Facts.
How was your week, Joseph?
Chill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a Twit card?
Yeah, I'm about to switching careers and shit.
Moving up in the fucking world?
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
Nice,
Other than that, just more Disney Plus, bro. Like, that shit really, it's really been dragging me in. I done binge watched the Mighty Ducks movies and TV show.
The Mighty Ducks movies?
man.
Yeah.
God, it's been so fucking long since I've seen them
Ooh,
things.
I
When,
should've been
when he
all
walked in,
night.
I thought he had on some type of Mighty Ducks get up.
Hey,
I was almost proud of my guy. I
real
was
risk
like,
takers, man.
Yeah, and J.Hurst brought his people in the back if you wanted to introduce them real
Hey,
quick.
man, I brought my dude M-Dot with me. I brought my dude Lethal with me, man. You know, shout out Luxury Brain Studios, you dig?
Yeah, so we're basically in here right now, just trying not to upset J.Hurst, and then he ain't got to sick his bodyguards on us. Everything's cool, but I think they're just high enough that I think we can get away. We might be able to run.
What is this we shit?
good.
Because you're coming with me.
What is this we shit? No, I'm gonna stand back.
He always throwing us in some bullshit. This motherfucker's got us jumped on Burger
That's
Street.
right. Oh, shit.
One time.
I'm never letting you live
One
that
time
down.
isn't good
Time.
enough. I
Never
mean, for a
letting
white
you live
guy.
that down. Right. One
Some
time.
crazy shit always happens.
It happened one time. Because I'm sitting there with all my friends, and it's like one guy starts talking crazy, and I'm just like, I got enough friends with me. You know what I'm saying? This was going to go well. And the next thing you know, we didn't realize these motherfuckers were like the X-Men. They just started coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, all
It
right.
went from like 3 people to 9 real quick.
Hey, that's
Real
how it
quick.
happens, too. That's
I
how
just
it
blended up with one guy, and then the next day I wake up and the back of my head's hurting, and I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? And then that's when it was like, oh yeah, they just had one dude skipping around. He wasn't even in the fight. He was just skipping around, bink, just running around hitting people, bink. And he
Hey,
caught
man,
back
that's
of my
crazy.
head one great fucking time. Bourbon Street, everybody.
Ain't gonna forget about that night.
No, trust me, they bring it up any chance they can.
That one time.
That one time, it
That
just
one
happened
time.
once. It
That
just
one
happened
time.
once. Oh shit! But speaking of fucking movies, I went and saw A Quiet Place Part 2 the other night.
Okay.
And are you a movie head at all, Hurst?
Not really, guys. I'm a weed fanatic, man.
That's it.
Just a weed.
You don't really sit.
fanatic.
I mean, well, okay. So you're not the weed head that gets high as fucking and watches movies. You're the one that gets high as fucking watches YouTube conspiracy theories. He over there nodding.
Pretty much. We got to stay up to date on everything, the false and the theology.
theoretical.
Theoretical. Theorology.
Be smacked.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Super
were.
smacked.
All I kept hearing Turtle doing every time they loaded a bowl in the bag was ooh, and I was like,
Yeah,
this isn't gonna go well.
Shout out to the Cure Company, man.
Shout out to the Cure Company. But with that being said, yeah, I actually went and I checked it out the other night. Did y'all see? Y'all didn't get to see the first one.
Nah, I didn't.
You didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't see
Okay, so the entire idea behind this movie is that it's the dude Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
Horror movie.
Oh, okay.
And they're in a world where basically it is inhabited by these monsters that are only attracted to sound. They can't hear anything, but if you do anything and like set your drink down, they come and rip your fucking head off. Okay? So we go to see the second one, and I already know what experience I just signed up for. My asshole is going to be puckered this entire fucking movie. Because you never know when somebody's going to sneeze, and the next thing you know, the house gets blown up. You know what I'm saying? So we go in there and we go watch it, and I gotta say, it was I won't give away too much, but it was actually a pretty good sequel compared to like other things that I've seen. Like
Maybe if I bring myself to watch the first one,
Right.
I'll watch the second one.
The only suggestion I have is they're good fucking movies. So you should, like, if you're into the thriller horror type genre,
Right.
definitely check it out. But if you can, go watch it in theaters.
Okay.
Because it's an experience almost, like being in there, and it's like you're used to watching fucking Avengers movies in the fucking theater. So it's like used to the explosions and the Captain America's
action
here,
shit,
everybody,
right.
and it's like, but no, in this one, it's like it gets so quiet. Like I heard a dude snoring 6 rows up.
That's not good though.
Well, because aside from the fact that it's
Yeah,
a great
that's-
movie, it's also the best movie to nap during because it's
no
silent. It's silent for a lot of parts, and then you get one really big boom, and then it wakes you up, and now you think you're dying for a couple of seconds. But
I can't
it's
go
all
watch that
okay.
in theaters. I fart too much.
Oh yeah, you gonna
shit,
fucking dude. I had my little bag of cookie dough bites, and I just reaching in, fucking them shits up. You know
Now,
what
did
I'm
you
saying?
sneak them in or did you pay?
I absolutely snuck them in. If you, all right, we'll, you know what? We'll branch off for a second. If you buy food at the movie theater, you're an idiot. I can't, like, dude, we're sitting. I knew who the drug dealers were while we were at the movie theater. This dude walked up. He had
shit.
3 kids, his wife with him. All of them had a large popcorn for themselves and slushies.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
nachos and all of this other shit. I'm like, sir, that
fire
is
50
that is $600 you're walking around with. If you're in the movie theater long enough, you'll end up getting robbed just for the shit that you bought at the fucking concession
Shit,
stand.
man. Facts.
Why? What are they called? Snow caps? Why is that $7 a box?
I don't know, man. Does anybody still eat those?
Absolutely.
He's the guy that's buying them up.
I keep them in business. The only thing that fucked me up was we literally we hit Walgreens before we went. I told Nicole, "Hey, bring your big bitch purse."
Right.
And she brought it in. We all went. We all bought our little candies. I was like, "I'll buy the candy. You buy the slushie." She went, "That does not sound like an even trade." And I was like, "No. It's gonna be all right." I swear to God. We went up. I paid for it at Walgreens. It was $7.30.
That's one slushie, nigga.
We went to the movie theater, bought the slushie. Shit was $7.35. We had enough candy to fuck both of us up, and one slushie to share cost the same. Like
that's just ridiculous,
bro. At a certain point, give me some coupons.
Right.
Like,
that's one thing I've never seen the AMC or any theater do is fucking coupons.
Yeah, at all. Like,
you gotta buy the membership.
Or something.
Buy the membership.
I had the membership, and that's the worst part. Is like with that membership, you could see 3 movies a week for $20 a month. That's how you know they're full of shit.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like all of this shit's like why are the tickets $16, $17?
Going to see one movie.
Go and see one fucking movie, and now you're telling me I can go see 3 a week.
Right.
For 20.
Right.
It got to the point when me and Nicole were looking at each other. There was no movies out at that moment that were interesting, but we were like, let's just go see one. It paid for itself. Like,
fuck it.
But it's definitely weird.
You get like free popcorn with your membership?
No, you get a free refill. Free refill on a large popcorn.
I get that now. The fucking drink machines is outside the goddamn.
I'm saying, like,
no, you get
you gonna walk around that fucking counter and stop me?
You gonna get stuck like that, sticky bitches.
Let's not say too much before they take that shit away. I'm the one who hits the fuck out of it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
My son had 3 ices in one movie. Facts.
Nicole doing that shit too. She like every night Nicole never uses her pregnancy in like favor for anybody else. Right. She only uses it to hurt me. Cause now it's always we sitting down. The movie is about to start. They done dim the lights. John Krasinski came on the screen and was like, "I hope you enjoy it." Nicole looked at me and went, "You gonna go refill this?" I was like, "No." Come on, you're not gonna. She's like poking me in the lip with it. Come on. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, man, it was a great fucking movie. It's just it was almost a carbon copy of the first one, but they explained a little bit more in depth about what's going on because the first movie was just you're fucking in this shit. Right. Deal with it.
Kind of like that what was that shit that was on Netflix with the blindfolds?
Bird Box.
Bird Box. Yeah, that shit.
That was a stupid fucking movie.
You think?
Yeah.
You didn't like all the hype behind it?
That probably was it.
Yeah, because you hate things that are universally loved. Have you ever watched Forrest Gump? How do you feel about that movie?
Yes, I'm saying
he don't like Tom Hanks.
Oh shit!
Did you like?
I give him his props at being an actor. I don't know.
Did you?
Maybe it's his face. I don't know.
Tom Hanks do got a weird face. He looks like your dad. Just about to. Well, you wouldn't.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things why people don't like Peyton Manning.
Shade.
No,
Peyton Manning and Eli Manning.
Sir, Peyton Manning's forehead is.
This.
Yeah,
see this wall back here, this big blank ass wall.
Bro, he's just.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things. Like people don't like the Mannings because of like how they look.
Right.
Well, Eli is a ugly motherfucker, but
Eli didn't see a girl naked till he won his first Super Bowl. I'm willing to put money on that.
Didn't he have kids? He had a kid at his first Super Bowl.
Man, lie to my face.
Either that or it was one of his nephews.
That's exactly what it was.
Peyton Manning kids.
Peyton had another one and was like, bro.
Just let me hold one for the game.
Oh, shit.
The forehead match.
Oh, shit. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely go check that out in the theaters because it was dope. Facts. But with that being said, J. Cole already retired.
Yep.
I want that kind of money.
From the African League.
From the African League.
My dude retired already?
Yes, he's already done.
Yeah, I think he played like 45
minutes.
45 minutes total, yeah. 45 minutes.
Did my dude have any points?
Yeah, I think they said he had 5 points or like something like that. Let me see if I can look up his stats.
Was that the spread of the games?
Yeah.
Like a point he averaged a game.
Because he played a lot of minutes and didn't put up a lot of points. I give him props, though. You know what I'm saying? He started his professional career at 36. You know, you can't hate on that.
He went out
there, did it.
So what was Master P's story? Was that straight out of college or high school?
Nah, Master P was already Master P when he went play for Toronto.
Word.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Or was it Charlotte?
He went play for Toronto and Charlotte.
How the fuck his fat ass get out there and go play basketball?
Hey, supposedly he was a baller.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like he was putting up better numbers than fucking NBA players.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, he had 5 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds in 45 minutes of 3 preliminary games.
Jesus.
Dang, that was his final.
That was his final stats.
Sorry,
and I mean,
Cole.
the way I'm looking at it is like,
Them workout videos look good. You know what I'm saying? He was out there shooting the fuck out the ball when he was working out.
Balling, I did see those.
Yeah, facts.
Because, I mean, when it comes to J. Cole, rap's boring. Like, when you're just so good at something, it gets boring after a while. So he's like, you know what? I've already mastered one thing. So it's like, maybe I can go try something I've also wanted to always do.
I feel like that was the same thing with Master P. Like, I've done all of this. Let me go play in the NBA. Fuck
yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one day we're going to wake up and this podcast is getting millions of views a year, and it's going to be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I could be a chef.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cook some shit and see how good I am at it. It's like motherfuckers walking into some restaurant in the French Quarter like,
Scott,
the fuck are you doing?
let's try things. Yeah.
At a hibachi grill just fucking spinning shit. I learned YouTube. Here we go. What you want? Catch the shrimp. Ah. Oh, man. But how do y'all feel about him playing 45 minutes and then calling it quits?
That's crazy, man. I mean, how many games did Master P play? I mean, shit. Did he only?
Master P played for like 2 years, I think.
So that's crazy, man. Just to play 45 minutes in a total of 3 games. That's
bores me.
Yeah,
I mean, it's different if you went like 50 piece for 3 games and then was like, I'm done.
Somebody was saying it was only for him to like fulfill a lifelong dream, you know, playing professional basketball, of course, but to like bring awareness to the African League because they was just getting started up.
Oh, okay.
That's where they found people like Joel Embiid and what's that really tall motherfucker?
Shaq?
7 foot something. Fall is his last name.
Yao Ming?
No, that's
Tiger Woods.
Chinese.
I think those are. Yeah, I think that's another part of the.
Taco Fall. That's
Taco
it.
Fall.
All right.
Taco Falls? That sounds like a bad day.
That nigga's big as a motherfucker. Like, I think he like 7'1", 7'2".
Dear
like
God.
That. Yeah.
Did you say Tiger Woods, nigga?
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry. I'm not the one that y'all talk to when it comes to sports. For
Just back and blurting out shit, though.
For that very reason. You know what I mean?
One of these gonna hit.
I said the really tall guy. Shaq. Boom. It's the best I got. Oh, shit. So, Mr. J.Hurst.
What's good?
What you got going on right now with you, man? Because I do know, like, you and I have known each other for a couple years, and we've hosted a show or two together, and you're a fun guy. Your music is a lot of fun. I'm a fan. I'll be honest, I've never listened to an entire project, but I do randomly like hear one of your songs on Instagram, and it'll be fire as fuck, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go throw that on Spotify. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But you're one of the more talented, I'd say, locally, and but I've noticed lately, like as your music is still staying up to par, you're also branching off and doing other things that you have a big love for.
Yeah, man. So lately, I've just been branching off more into the cannabis community. I mean, cannabis has always been something that I've always, been really into, but just taking it on a more knowledgeable step, and these dispensaries are starting to open up the doors type shit, just make new ways, new paths to be able to use the music. Because, the music is just another way to get yourself out there, like J. Cole, the music is only going to go so far. He's going to do other things, you know what I mean? So it's just a new thing, man. The cannabis is always, like I said, it's always been something great. And now I'm just taking it to new levels. And, man, cannabis is a great thing for, like, a lot of things. And people are finally able to do research on this, that people can say that it's, it's real now. Because before we weren't even allowed to, like, do the
hearsay and myths.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Supposedly,
got about, 200,000 kids, out there that suffer from seizures and stuff like that. And now in certain states, we've been able to get those kids the medicine that they need, because, like, man, a lot of this pharmaceutical stuff is just to keep you on it, keep you coming to them, This stuff is to take you off of it, you know what I'm saying, to get you to back to where you can be one with the earth type of deal.
Hey, I got a cousin that had an opioid addiction, and definitely blazing up every day apparently really helped get him all, like, through his withdrawals and like everything else. So I mean, I've always been a proponent for weed, even though I'm not necessarily a partaker, because it affects me differently, and translation, I'm just a pussy. But with that, it's like I've never really understood like all the backlash behind it, and I mean now when you're seeing the stuff with the CBD and like all the other shit that they got going on. Is it's like clearly this is a plant from the gods,
right?
And y'all are keeping it from us.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. All right, so this is going to be a weird question, but fuck it.
Bring it to me.
How did you start branching into the weed community?
So like you mean from just the beginning or just now?
Yeah, just
like,
from the beginning. Like, how did you start like your whole process into like getting into like wanting to review weeds and wanting to, now you're getting all these invitations from all of these different dispensaries. Sorry, I'm not down with the lingo.
Nah, facts, man. I think it all just started going to Cali, like getting out of where you're from. You know what I mean? And then letting you see the different aspects of everything. Because when you're at home and stuff like that, you only see shit from that aspect. And sometimes where we're from, like most of us, it's a lot of just everybody for themselves type of dealio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Second artist in a week to tell us that. Yep, continue.
It's crazy, man. But nah, man. So like, I went to Cali. 2018 was the first time we went. And I met up with these people on Venice Beach who were shooting a video. And they worked for DTPG. And they were like, man, dude, we work for this dispensary. You know what I'm saying? We see y'all smoking weed. And the song that we were shooting was kind of about weed, too, and shit like that. So they were like, yeah, man, look, if y'all ever want to shoot some shit and, like, with, like, the packs and shit like that, on kind of like some trap shit, So it was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So, like, we didn't go. We didn't have enough time to meet up with them that time. So it was like, oh, man, that shit probably not going to happen. But we were like, fuck it. We stayed zealous. We went back out there, like, another, like, month and a half. Man, we met up with the dude. And he took us right into the big dispensary and fucking I think we seen like buku plants. And I'm like, dang, like we really in this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he's like, look, man, we gonna go to the trap spot. And funny story is when he brought us to the trap spot, we thought we was about to get killed or some shit because, like, we walked into, like it was the trap spot. Like, you know what I mean? Like we pull up to this like crazy spot and duck off. It's like a neighborhood / warehouse district. So we pull up to this shit and we go through the door. And there's nothing in there but a desk and a tarp on the floor. And I'm like,
yeah, you're about to get murdered.
We're about to get murdered. And there's a TV on the wall. So, like, that's like the cameras to, like, all the prisoners.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like, that one rich guy is going to come on the screen with his martini. Martin, he's going to be there. And he's just going to be like, okay, well, let's let the murder commence.
And then again, we're in, like, L.A., you know what I mean? So, all the crazy shit that we hear about that goes on in L.A. But nah, man, so his dude walks in. And he's like, yo, man, what's up? He's just feeling us out. We're talking and shit. And, he just asked us, like, really what we was trying to do type shit. We was like, man, we really just been doing music type shit. We just want to get, like, some, different type of videos to, like, spice it up. Right. And then finally the dude's like, oh, yeah, man, opens up his drawer, had, like, a half a pound just chilling. Like, here, like, y'all want something like this? It was like, yeah, that's straight, like, yeah. But, like, we wanted to do something, like, with a lot of pounds and shit like that. And he was like, all right, yeah, cool, let's go to this other spot. So that was just like, the duck off spot. Right.
Wow.
Then he brought us to the real spot, man. And then
we got to make sure y'all wasn't no suspect. Right.
Y'all think the same shit about him.
Facts.
We get in there though, and it's just
everybody pointing a gun at each other. Like,
well, see, in Cali, man, around the time that we went to in 2018, like you said, it wasn't legal, so a lot of shit's like, underground. There's dispensaries open, but not licensed type shit. So we went. Hey, man,
you ain't throwing people under the bus right now, are you?
Nah, man, I ain't throwing no, man. We ain't saying no names or nothing like that, man. Everybody's super official now, type shit, man. But nah, man. So since then, it just brought a light to us that the cannabis culture out there is super different, super acceptive, and it's not like people out there that are looking down on this shit because out there, I feel like cannabis culture in Cali has been all about the medicine from day one type of shit. Right. It's just not about getting high. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah,
that's definitely a big part of it.
That's definitely the benefit. Yeah, man. That is what got me into wanting to do the reviews because as we started to, build the relationship and constantly go out there and stuff like that, they just started to take more interest into us, seeing that we were doing it for them type of dealio, the advertisement, everything like that, all off our dollar type of shit.
Yeah, you didn't get paid for none of that.
Right, didn't get paid for any of it. And straight up, man, we was just investing in ourselves type of dealio, you know what I mean? And we wind up building a relationship that we think is going to stand for a long time, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
But my question now is, so which one do you take? Which one do you think takes priority, your music or the weed game at this point? On this day?
And man, at this day, man, I wouldn't say it's gonna be the weed, man, because honestly, it's been an avenue that's been more receptive, and like I said, man, it's just been growing the music as well, you know. Right. So it's just been another avenue, man. So
one helps the other.
Yeah, one helps the other, man. The music will never die with me. You know, the music is always something that's gonna be a passion.
Right.
It's always gonna be something that I love dearly. You know, and I like you said too. You know, I've never tried to downstep. I've constantly tried to keep on excelling and get better with everything that I drop. You know, so and I got a lot of music coming soon that I've been just like kind of holding on to. You know, so now it's just. Same. Time to just release, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like release.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
been telling me the same thing since they've been seeing me doing the Hangover.
Yeah,
like, so you just gave up on the music. Like, nah, motherfucker, I got one thing that's going good. I'm trying to keep it going good, so I can get back to the other shit.
This is all I got. I'm not talented. I'm not that talented. Turtle and Joe don't show up one Sunday. I'm gonna just be in the corner crying like I don't know what to do.
Recording his sorrows. Look,
Nicole's just gonna walk in and look at me and walk out. Like it don't make no sense. Right. But like with that, like what's like the ultimate goal for you? Like where? I mean, obviously, like I said, with the music and the weed and everything else. But it's like as far as the weed goes, like what would be like your ultimate? Like where do you want to be in 5 years with it? Type shit.
So in 5 years, man, I want to really get into the business aspect of it because, you know, like we all know it's coming legalized soon here to Louisiana. And I'm just hoping that I can be, you know, up to par with everything, you know, to where I can be a foothold in the cannabis industry here in New Orleans when it comes, you know. I think that's something that we're going to need, you know, and somebody that's going to be able to bring a lot of knowledge to it as well, you know. So shout out to my dude Nutty as well, NOLA 420, because they doing a lot of stuff out here for the cannabis community right now.
Fucking A. Yeah. I wish I could do anything for the cannabis community, but all it makes me want to do is eat and go to sleep. But you said you do have some projects coming up, and you got any release dates, any names, anything going on?
Man, honestly, right now I don't have any release date or names, but just know that in the next couple of months I'm gonna be releasing a lot of new music, and it's gonna be a lot of feature music as well, not just me, because I have a lot of music with people that I haven't released because I've been like, oh man, I gotta do this first, do that first, and now I'm to the point kind of like, and the cannabis has let me like see that you know what I'm saying, you just gotta do it. You know, and just hope that it's receptive to people type of dealio. So now, man, I'm just ready to, like I said, pull the trigger with it. You know, if it goes, it don't. You know, but like with this cannabis thing in 5 years, I'm hoping to be a foothold in it. You know, in Louisiana type.
You gonna own your own dispensary one day type shit.
Yeah, man. You know, and then partner
all the
you
time,
know?
man. That's the what you call it? That's the currency to my whiz, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the only nigga I know be up on weed more than I do.
Nah, because we're all standing outside. I'm out there with my puppy and my lady. And I know it's like, oh, I think that's J.Hurst. J.Hurst here. And then they walk up and it's like, oh, so we rolling up? And I'm like, oh, like going inside to like start the show? It's like, nah, we got bags, son. Like, let's go sit outside.
Yeah, man, we gotta smoke, man. Create the vibes first, and then let the vibes flow type dealio, man. That's
stimulate your mind, Craig.
Yeah, man. But Stay High is out right now on all platforms, man. Y'all make sure that y'all go get that right now. But yeah, man, we got a lot of.
How long has the collaborative, the whole label project been out? How long has that been out? The City of Gold.
City of Gold, I want to say it's been out for about a year now because we dropped it after. I mean, we were gonna drop it during the right before the whole George Floyd thing happened, but we didn't seem it to be right dropping it during then. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to make sure that got enough tension and that it was, you know,
much respect,
first priority type dealio. You know what I mean? So, but then yeah, I want to say that we dropped it a little bit after that. And we got the ball rolling with it. And, yeah, man, there's a lot of things that we've kind of dropped and not let go, but we just kind of are letting it organically bubble out type of deal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Shit, I still bump that shit.
Fact. Hey,
that's
man,
why I was wondering.
You,
I was like, damn, it can't be.
Couldn't
have been that long, but y'all said, shit, you said almost a year
man,
now.
Time is like flying, yo. It's like crazy how fast time is flying now. You know what I mean? So. Gotta get into it.
Do you think the whole shutdown has affected? All right, so we're gonna die. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it just scared the shit out of me.
Oh, that was that vase.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But do you think the quarantine?
Shout out to the ghost that's in here.
Knocking shit over. Apparently, he ain't like what the fuck J.Hurst said. My bad, dog.
This is the Hangover podcast. I have to move. But no, do you think that quarantine and COVID and everything has fucked with your business at all?
Honestly, man, I want to say that it's helped him, man, because it's taught me different ways to be it's just taught me different ways to do things, you know, because we get stuck in the traditional way of doing everything sometimes.
Right.
And I think that's what keeps a lot of people down, is continuing to do the same things. And the pandemic and the shutdown has like opened my mind to a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Especially being boxed in for so long. When you all right, something's happening. Something's happening right now.
Welcome to my home, J.Hurst.
All right, man. All right. Hey, man, the vibes are still good, though. That's all I'm worried about. You know what I mean? I don't feel no craziness. Nah, but I think that it's helped me grow, man, and it's helped me see a lot of different things, and that helped me do the reviews, because being home had to, man, what could I do here now that I'm locked down? You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm constantly always, even through then, you know, they never shut down anything traveling, so I was still going to Cali, you know what I'm saying, and still getting my medicine type deal,
right.
You know, so and
that was dope that you were still able to move around, though, because I know a lot of people was like either stuck or they was here, there, and everywhere, like anywhere but home, you know, what I'm saying? Type shit,
right,
type shit.
Now, I mean, I've this kind of goes like just out of my personal curiosity, not caring about the fans. It was more like, well, because I've never been to a dispensary before, so I'm actually kind of curious. I actually heard that one of the things that you could do is like you said you had to get Turtle. You said you had to get a medical card, right?
Yeah, because at the time it was basically like Cali had just got cleared legally for recreational, but they couldn't sell it legally till the next year.
Right.
That's when the law went into effect.
Gotcha.
So they was able to under the table get a medical card type shit. We got one that was like valid for a month. You know, we was up there for like temporary 4 or 5 days. Yeah. And we went over there and hit the dispensaries through that. But it was like regulated, like you can only get like up to an ounce and shit per day.
Still the same thing.
Yeah. But
like
I know it's some places still regulated and shit like that.
Right. But it was more like I heard that like you could, even if it was a medical card, you could literally just say I'm pretty much just suffering from not being, like, that's how loose California was.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm just suffering from not being high right now.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, all right, yeah, we'll write you something.
It was me and Keaton that got the cards. My excuse was back pain and loss of sleep. His was stomach pain and loss of sleep. We didn't even see a doctor. It was a nigga on a laptop. He was like, hi guys.
He's like, definitely got that shit.
Told the nurse to sign off. He was like, look at him. He was like, check his heart rate, check his temperature. Cool. All right, nurse is gonna sign you off. Get your papers at the front. I was like, okay, cool. Nigga on the screen. Close the laptop. Fuck out.
Like, bro, where you at right now?
Probably at home taking his shit. Look.
But if you buy legally in another state, can you bring it home?
Try it,
man. Honestly, man.
I can.
I know some of y'all are more versed on it.
Confirm nor deny that statement.
Try it.
Whether it's legal.
So look, the legal. So what I would say, the good advice is that it is legal to leave Los Angeles with up to 28 grams. So that is legal. Now, is it legal to go back to somewhere where it's not legal? Nah, that's totally illegal, of course. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I only ask that because I've been told that, like, if you have a medical card, if you bought medical marijuana and then you bring it, like, so, I mean, technically, I guess that could be smuggling.
Well, because
but it's like
that's still,
you go somewhere with a name, like, but I've heard people being like, they get pulled over with like an ounce or 10,
because the medical
and then it's like, but no, let me finish. And it's basically just like, all right, well, look, you got weed in your car, and it's like, yeah, but I bought it medically, and then sometimes they'll. I mean, I guess it also depends on like the cop, but it's like they give people passes for it being medical.
Right. Yeah, like so medical cards aren't national; they state.
Right.
Gotcha.
So once you leave that state, that card's technically invalid.
Right.
But some people, like you said, it depends on the cop.
And then we live in a state too where it is legal medically. We have to remember that's a good thing. It is legally medically, but they don't prescribe the bud yet. It's only tinctures and oils type of deal.
Okay.
So we haven't got to the bud part yet.
Yeah, facts. And that's what they fighting over now is how to like tax that shit and do it the right way.
Gotcha. Mr. J.Hurst, when was the last time you were violently too high?
He would be like, shit, what's today?
Well, no, because like that's the thing. I look at somebody, and I only ask that. Let me preface with this.
High, man.
Look, he's over there smiling. He hasn't smiled since he's been here, and he's like, I know what the fuck you about to say.
Man, it's crazy, man. Like, so smoking has just become like a way of life, you know. And like I said, it's not just about getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Emo, shout out to Uncle Emo. We don't smoke to get high. We smoke to survive type dealio.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But the last time that I was violently high, I want to say I was at the studio a couple days ago with my dude Mike, and we sparked up this bubblegum gelato from Backpack Boys. And I don't want to say it was bad, but whatever it had in it gave me like super paranoia, and I was super anxious type shit. But it made me feel like I was super high, like I was ready to like just be over with that shit. You know what I mean? So, but nah, man, me and my dude, we was smoking, and then I walked out, and then he walked out, and we both were like chilling. And then all of a sudden, when it went away, we came back, and like we was just listening to music, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, like, did you just feel weird as fuck?" He's like, "No, I just felt like I was super high, bro. I had to go walk it off outside." I was
doing the same thing.
Right? Yeah, man. So yeah, I was violently high a couple days ago, man.
And no, I asked that because like one of my obviously best friends is Turtle, and it's funny to me because Turtle is one of the only people I know that functions sometimes better when he's high.
100%.
And it's like because like I have a lot of friends that are potheads, and it's like that thing where it's like we'll be hanging out, it's 3:00 in the afternoon, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna go blaze up real quick, and I'm like, don't do that. Like, because then the day's over. Like, now we can't do nothing because you're just going to want to pass out on the fucking couch.
Like, waste the high.
Right. So it's
wasters. We call those wasters.
Like, we in the middle of playing a board game, and then this motherfucker gets up. He's like, I'm going to go outside, smoke a quick joint, and come back. We playing a fucking board game. He goes outside, smokes, comes back, and now you can't even roll the fucking dice. He's drooling on himself. And it's just, that's why I asked. Because then I look at somebody like Turtle who smokes often and not like dirt. Like, there's times you blame, and I'm like, even I can tell that smells good. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so the other thing was that we talked about it a little bit outside, but like you got somebody, and I'm only asking you this because I know now like you're the weed connoisseur of sorts, and it's like so now. Excuse me, I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'll throw up on the microphone.
I'm gonna try my best.
That was the Bayou.
The Bayou White. But like you got somebody like me, I smoked a little bit of weed when I was a teenager. And, like, granted, most of it, since we were fucking teenagers, was Reggie or swag. Or like,
that brick weed, that brick shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably got it out the yard. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of times it was like, you know, I would smoke with the friend. And then, like, years have gone. It's probably been well over, well, no, not that long, because I did hit it a couple of times, like, 5-6 years ago. But I've always had this issue where it's like it's too much. Like I smoke something and then I got a headache and then I'm hungry, obviously, and then I'm paranoid as a motherfucker, and like you know this and it's like, is there anything for people like me that are maybe sitting out there going, every time I tried to smoke weed, I felt like I was gonna die. Right.
Well, you see, man, the new dope thing about it being legal now, you know, at least legal state-wise, is that they have different types of marijuana that have different effects. So honestly, you got to remember that where we're at, you was probably smoking some black market shit, or like you said, some shit out of somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
So you don't know what they were growing in it. You know what I'm saying? I know one of my dude when we was 13, he put some Miracle Grow in that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but we never smoked that shit. But that was just like some shit he did. So just imagine like what other people are doing. You know, but now you can go and you can literally, look, I suffer with this when I smoke, this type of dealio. They're going to give you something that's super low THC, maybe high CBD. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're just somebody who when you smoke THC, it just fucks with you. You know what I mean? You just be a CBD type of person.
True.
I heard of a motherfucker who was allergic to THC.
Yeah, you can.
I know somebody like that.
I was like, what?
Yeah, man.
Wait, what is that? What happens when you do, like, is that like your lungs close up type shit?
I mean, it's like an
allergic
reaction.
Allergy,
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine trying weed for the first time?
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Weed can kill.
Shut up, Scott.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna kill you, but it's definitely gonna make you feel like you're gonna die if you're allergic to it. But Yeah, man. God bless you if you're not if you're allergic to it, man.
No, what J.Hurst just said was funny because that's not even if you're just allergic to it. That's just if you smoke too much in general. It's like you might think you're gonna die, but you're gonna be okay.
For sure.
Go get some McDonald's. You'll be
Yeah, they some cereal, nigga.
Hey, look, I've had one of those times, man, where I was super high in California.
Did you have that like inner monologue, like, "Hey, you're gonna be okay, dude"?
Oh man,
okay.
it was
you're a fucking gangster, son. You're gonna be all right,
man. I think my inner gangster turned into like that when hey, it's like you about to catch 10 to life right now. You turn to a pussy type shit. Like, nah, man. Like, I hit this dab, man. First time I ever tried dab dodge by Burning Bush. And
I've never tried dabs a day before in my life because I know regular weed fucks me up. I'm not about to try to like, motherfuckers looking at me like, yo, try this dab. Are you fucking crazy?
Definitely not for starters, man. I took this dab and I was like, yeah, $5 dab, fucking right. It's $5. You know what I mean? And I took like a 0.4 and yeah, after
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it sucks.
It's a lot in that world.
It's almost a half of gram, you know what I mean? So that's a lot. And man, first thing I do is I walk up to my dude, Dot, and he's like, hey, man, you good, bro? And I'm like, yeah, what you talking about? He's like, man, you look like you drunk. And that's when it started to kick in. I'm starting to psychologically think like,
right.
Am I drunk?
Am I drunk?
Nah, I ain't drink nothing. Like, you know, that's how high I was. I had to think about it right quick. You know what I mean? So
did we do shots? No, I don't even fucking drink.
Right. Like, nah, man, the fucking high starts to kick in. The cotton mouth starts to kick in. I don't even drink soft drinks. You know, I went vegan for like a year and a half type shit. So I gave up a lot of shit. Yeah, man, it was. I just gave that shit up, man. So yeah, I'm a month back in the, eating meat. Pause. No homo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but pause. What kind of fucking world are we living in?
That's the world we live in.
You know what kind of world we live in?
Yeah, because I'd have got it for it.
I gotta say I'm an omnivore again.
Yeah, you know exactly what fucking world we live in. But nah, man, look, man, I don't even drink after people. I told my dude, look, I grabbed this Mountain Dew and drunk that shit. I walked straight to the car. I couldn't even make it to the car at first almost. Like my gravity sunk in. Like every step, it was like my legs stuck to the floor more and more and more. And it's like I started sinking as I was going. Finally got to the car and I just stayed right there for like till we got back home for like the next 4 or 5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy,
a couple of people in this room were present the last time I smoked.
My God, I thought he was.
I gotta hear this one. I love hearing these stories.
Yeah.
Someone's about to eat them.
They laughing. This shit wasn't a joke.
We can laugh about it now.
I thought it was an assassination attempt.
Oh shit.
So it was the first year after Cap passed, and no, I don't even think it was the first year. I think it was like just his birthday, 4 or 5 months later.
Yeah.
So for his birthday, we all went out and we did like a little celebration of life type deal, and I brought myself a little small bottle of Crown, and I drank that. Went and got another one. Drank that, so I'm already a little tipsy. And then we get to the house. I think Joe brought me over there, the person's house that we went. I'm pretty sure I rode with you, which is why I later on asked you.
Yeah.
So
you looked at me like it was about to be my fault.
It was your fault. It was your fault. But so
why the black man gotta get blamed?
So I get over. We get to the house that we were hanging out at, and like everybody's passing the blunt around, and this, that, and the fifth, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, it's my guy's birthday. I'm like, everybody's doing this. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit the blunt a couple times whenever it gets to me. You know what I mean? So like it came, they tried to put it past me, and I was like, no sir, got it. And they were like, oh, go ahead, Scott, do your thing. And I was like, all right. And then here's the thing, Mr. Hurst, I started hitting it, but I started hitting it like I was 14 again. You know what I'm saying? I started.
Oh yeah, yeah. You was taking them old school inhalers.
Yeah. And next thing you know,
like he had to go back
I'm
to
like,
class.
all right, pass that bitch on, and everybody's like, you good? And I'm like, bitch, I'm fine. I'm fine.
That spinning starts to kick in.
Yeah, and then after a little while, like I started to get hot. I started to get real hot for like no reason. My eyes started looking like his over there, right there. And then at one point, I was like, you know what? I gotta go outside. I gotta walk this off. You know what I'm saying? So I go outside, and I'm doing that thing where I'm just like, all right, okay, all right.
God, I would never do this again if you take it away.
If you just let me live. It's not even if you just let me live, God, I'll never do this again. But then I started thinking about it, and it was like, my mind starts going to, those people in there, they're not really your friends.
Oh shit.
They only your friend. They was only your friend because of Bowie. So what they did was they laced the blunt. They knew that you was gonna hit it. They laced the blunt. They knew you was gonna hit it. So when it got to you, they knew you were gonna take it. So they laced the 5th hit. It was the 5th hit. They laced the 5th hit with cyanide. Boy, you gonna die out here. So now I'm outside. I'm outside having a fucking panic attack. And then finally, I even ordered pizza for everybody and everything. I poked my head back in, and then Joe's sitting there playing fucking Madden. I poked my head in the door, and all you heard was, psst.
I'm looking. I'm like,
finally, Joe turned around and looked at me and goes, "What?" And I was like, "Hey, bro, you think you bring me home?" And he was like, nah, like maybe after this game, and I'm like,
I'm high as shit and I'm playing Madden. Like you want me to stop like right now?
Yeah, like we in the third quarter, pause it, bring me home, come back. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, I'll take you after the game. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So like I walk out and I'm just sitting outside, like trying to focus on breathing, making sure I'm breathing correctly. And then finally, like, they all came outside. And, like, there was even a chick there I was trying to impress. And I'm just like, don't act like you're dying. And, like, I'm sitting how people don't normally sit. And then...
That's when you usually do that shit that you don't do.
Yeah. Like, one of my comedians that I'm a big fan of, that motherfucker was like, he's like, you just sitting there trying to, like, just act natural. And then everything that you do is not natural.
Oh, shit.
And now I'm sitting out there and finally Smurf came to the rescue. He walked up and he was like, yeah, Scott, I'll take you home. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I get in the car with him. And the whole ride home, he's just sitting there telling me about all his dreams and like all of these things he's going to accomplish. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care, bro. Like I'm literally trying to concentrate and focus on not throwing myself out of this car while you're doing 60. I'm trying to keep my balance sitting in your car. And then I went home and passed smooth the fuck out. Woke up 6 hours later wanting some enchiladas.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, J.Hurst. So that's why I'm like, when y'all try to pass the blunt to me, I'm not being mean when I say I don't want it.
Pace yourself, man. That's one thing that I've learned, man, with certain weeds. You got to, especially certain weeds, you got to pace yourself, man. Just look, hit that bitch, man. Inhale for 3 seconds, hold it in for 1 second, let it out. Because that's the proper way to inhale, you know.
Yeah, but then, so I'm at an age now. I ain't no bitch. and that's where everything goes to shit. It's because now I'm sitting across from J.Hurst. J.Hurst goes to pass me the blunt. And I'm like, I'm sitting next to J.Hurst, the weed reviewer, Mr. Positive Vibe, Smoke Gang. I'm like, you know what? I can't. Like, that was like one day I ended up in Republic. Shit got to stop falling. Because I swear to God, I saw the trailer for the new Conjuring movie the other day, and that's all I'm thinking about now. But that was like one day we ended up in Republic, and Flo, formerly of YMCMB, was in there. And
this was a minute then.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was a while. But like while we were in there, like we went up to the section and like we was hanging out with him and everything. And then like at one point he just like, he hit the blunt and he turned and he went to go hand it to me. And I was like, well, how often do you get to smoke with somebody that smokes with Wayne? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it, I'll hit the blunt. But this time, luckily, I was smart and I took it and I hit it twice, held it, passed it on. And then I floated to I didn't walk, I floated.
You floated.
I floated to the bathroom and I was hovering above the urinal as I pissed. That's why my piss went everywhere, because I wasn't on the floor.
Wasn't used to flying?
It was because I was flying. That's why it's so hard.
What's that movie when he wakes up with the heart on and he's pissing all over his
40-year-old version?
40-year-old version.
40-year-old version.
First of all, fuck you, J.Hurst. But yeah, that's what it's like. All of those times I've ever tried to smoke weed, it's just never gone well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, and then like I remember being 14 years old, and somebody, one of my friends came over. God rest the dead, my friend Justin. He came over and he brought some Cali from back when, like it was like it was the.
And back then it was
he
had the mother strands. You didn't have all these super cross shit.
Yeah, exactly. So like this shit, and it was my birthday. I remember that it was my birthday. So the weed man like was just like, oh shit, it's your birthday. Here, take a quarter. And I was like, oh shit, I think that's good in weed terms. You know what I mean? And then like. it's great. I tell y'all what, it's great being 30 because now I can like put all the bullshit that I used to do to the side. Like, sir, I am not a pothead. I am not this big old smoker. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
But no, he rolled it up. My partner rolled it up for me, and we took turns passing it back. We smoked the whole blunt. We smoked the whole quarter, and I just remember we went inside. It wasn't fun. And then a couple of minutes later, I swear to you, it was in the same 20 minutes. We just heard, and it was like
that's the worst knock you want to hear. Smoking that much weed.
Sir,
that back door. That's that get out the back door knock.
Sir, I walked up to the front door and I looked. My mama was at work. You know what I'm saying? So like, I couldn't get no trouble when my mom was at work. You know what I mean? So like, I poked my head like my mom got that little window right there in the door, and like I kind of looked over the film. Because you could see who was outside. It was a fucking cop. It was a fucking police officer standing outside. And this wasn't a hallucination, sir. This was a in-the-flesh cop.
In the flesh.
So now there's that moment where it's like, all right, what do you do here? Do you run out the back door? No, you act natural. But you know your natural's not going to be natural. And then finally I open the goddamn door up and I'm just like.
Fuck up number one. You opened the door.
How you doing, officer?
Did y'all smoke the weed outside?
We did. We smoked
inside?
it outside. Yeah.
You good.
Right.
Well, no, now it's just
No
like.
panic about it. Now you just high as shit looking at a cop.
That's super paranoia. But you see, without the lights, that's what happened. You were still high. With the lights, they make you go sober. Super
Oh, yeah,
fast.
quick. Like that.
So I'm sitting there and I'm just. Can I help you, officer? And she was like, what are you doing? She literally said that. She was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just hanging out inside with my friends. And she just went.
We're super inside. Super inside.
Super inside. And she was just like, did y'all see anybody running from the backyards to the backyards trying to get away from us? Oh, no. I didn't see none of that. You know what I mean? I didn't. No.
Sounded like it was you.
That's how you know. That's how you know he was young. You know what I mean?
And then it was like, and then she was like, oh, she literally was doing the, okay. All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day.
Rest your ass right there.
Go sit your ass down and drink a cup of milk. Get this man some milk.
She went and sat in the car and was just like, I just talked to some high ass fucking teenager. Don't know what the fuck he doing. Shit, one time we was at a fucking, I swear to God.
Super inside.
Super inside.
I hope my mama don't ever listen to this. But one day, it was right after Katrina. We all got back together. And somebody had some ecstasy. And once again, I'm trying to act tough. I'm like, yeah, I fucking do this all the time, bros.
Give me that shit.
And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So they gave me one. I took it. I started flipping the fuck out. Heart going 10 million miles an hour. So here's what makes it even better. Dude tells me. Now this I've heard conflicting things, but this is what I was told. Dude told me, hey, look, you're freaking out. Calm down. You're going to be all right. Like, it's always that you got to have that friend right there to reassure you. Like, you're going to be all right. Like, just relax.
Right.
So then he goes, look, I tell you what. How about you smoke a blunt? Calm me down. We'll go outside. We'll smoke a blunt. I was like, all right, cool. Go outside. Light the blunt. He goes, hey, I'm going to shotgun it to you. I said, all right, cool. I don't know what that means. He sticks the blunt backwards in his mouth. And I was like, you're going to burn your tongue. Don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. He does it, and I swear to you, this is where my mind went. I've never told this story like in front of a bunch of people. But like,
He's gonna kiss you?
No. He puts the blunt in. He blows the smoke. The smoke hits me. I close my eyes. I inhale. I open my eyes. He's gone.
Oh shit.
I'm standing out. We were in FEMA trailers. I'm standing outside the FEMA trailer by myself. Okay? I stand there for a couple of minutes and I'm high. And I'm just like, all right, I need to go back in the FEMA trailer where everybody is.
And they hit you with a smoke bomb.
Son. Smoke bomb. Fucking Batman was with me.
Oh.
So I walked back into the FEMA trailer. You remember in the FEMA trailers, like when you walked in, to the left they had the bunk beds, to the right they had the master bedroom.
Right.
I knew everybody was in the master bedroom. I walk in there. There's 12 fucking people in there. I walk in, and all I hear is people talking. It was so pitch black outside. They had like the light from a street lamp coming through. So like all I saw was shadows. I couldn't see features and shit like that. I'm also violently too high. So I'm looking around and I'm just like, it's pitch black. So I'm like, okay, that's Dot. Okay, that's Turtle. Okay, that's J.Hurst. And I'm like listening to people talking. I'm just pointing them out. But there was one person sitting in the corner, like the far corner, and all they kept doing was laughing hysterically, like high pitched hyena laugh. You hear me? And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is that? And then we keep going back and forth. And I'm like listening to people. I'm too high to talk, so I'm just listening to everybody talk. But I just keep hearing this high-pitched hyena laugh coming from the corner. And I just see somebody bunched up in the corner giggling. And I'm like, who the fuck is... I blink my eyes. I open them. I'm sitting in the corner, bunched up, laughing hysterically like it was me. I had an outer body experience.
Oh my God.
And I followed myself around for the rest of the night. And then at one point, I looked at me and I said, you need to go lay down. So I got up, I laid in the little bunk beds. I'm laying down in the bunk bed, I'm closing my eyes like maybe it'll go away.
That was an X you did, fam. Right. That was like acid or some shit.
I'm gonna get to it. I lay down, I close my eyes, I open them back up. I'm kneeling next to me at the bed, looking me in the eye. Yeah. And then I leaned in real close and I went, throw up. And I just started puking, projectile vomiting everywhere. Yeah. I'm 15 years old.
He was on super drugs.
Come to find out later, it was ecstasy laced with mad acid.
Oh yeah.
And nobody knew.
People was doing that back then.
Was it white?
Yes.
Yeah, most of the time white tabs are either laced with coke or acid.
Yeah.
So like I had a white alien head and took the balls.
So the next day people are looking at me and they're like, you all right? And I'm like, no, I'm never hanging out with you fucking people ever again.
Y'all set me up.
So needless to say, J.Hurst, when you ask me outside, like, oh, you don't smoke. That's weird. That's why I don't smoke. Because nothing good comes when I do.
It's like shrooms and shit, man. You got to be in the right setting for certain shit. Like I said, have that right shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
like drinking too.
He always want to do the shit at like parties with the environment.
Yeah, man. That's not the. Sometimes they call them party drugs, but don't mean you got to be at the party. You make the party. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you do the drugs, then start the party.
Right.
Let's start the party, then do the drugs.
I mean, for the first few minutes I was on the ecstasy, I was dancing by myself in the kitchen in the fucking FEMA trailer, like just listening to some. Of course, they played techno because they were like,
definitely were.
bro, it boosts your roll. And it was like, I think my roll's just fine where it is. Right. I don't think I needed anything else to make it worse.
I'm surprised you didn't get the laughs. Like most people that take acid, they get the laughs.
Oh, yeah, the giggles.
They can't stop. They can't fucking stop.
Will be like that.
Apparently, I did while I was sitting in the corner by myself, giggling at nothing. I even remember somebody saying out loud, bro, if this dude doesn't stop laughing, I'm going to crack his fucking head open. And I was like, who is over there giggling? It was me, motherfucker. I'm over there dying. I'm over there just, if you just shut up, you should have probably called an ambulance.
Right.
I definitely did have a moment where like I walked outside the FEMA trailer and had that shit like, should I go wake my friend's parents up? Should I get them to bring me to the emergency room? Thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah, man. That's how those trips always happen, man. You feel like you got to go to the hospital to get back right.
Oh, shit. So, I mean, that's the thing. Fucking reel it in.
Yeah. Sidetrack there.
So are you planning on, like, moving out to Cali at all? Or is Nola going to stay at home?
Honestly, man, I think that Cali will become my home in the near future for a little while for sure, just to go out there and learn their type of cannabis culture, you know what I'm saying, and be able to bring some type of knowledge from them back here, you know, to just introduce you. Because either way, when you do things, you're just going to learn from doing it either way type of shit.
Facts.
So, yeah, man, I definitely see myself within the next year or so.
They like the hub. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I had got a job offering. I'm not going to say from where, but I got a job offering from out there, and I was just, you know, I'm just feeling it out type of dealio right now. That's the main thing. I'm super into God, you know what I mean? And so
really?
Yeah, man. So everything's like vibe and shit like that for me. And I gotta pray on it. I gotta feel it. I gotta make sure that's right. It's not just one of those. Cause don't get me wrong, man. The job offer that I got, most people would have just probably said, "Oh yeah, let's go." But I got a family here, 2 kids.
Yeah.
So I got a lot to think about, type of dealio. And when I do make this move, my family probably won't come with me. It's just gonna be one of those things. I'm gonna go for probably about a year, type of dealio. Just suck it all up, get out there, do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Don't fuck around, type shit, and come
Take
back out here,
business.
man. Right, man.
Hell yeah.
For sure. And man, I know it's a beautiful thing, man, especially for anybody that's been to Cali, just anywhere in Cali, not just like LA. Because I go to LA a lot because, DTPG is home for me, you know what I mean? And the Care Company's been, just been great to me, dog. So that's why I go out there a lot to LA.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Fucking right.
Love that shit.
So I'm definitely curious to see how it works. Just go like, you know what? I'm gonna just uproot everything and go live in California for a year.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go run that by Nicole.
Fuck it, let's do it now.
You know what? I'm gonna just uproot everything. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead.
Tell them we feel like the podcast would have more success
in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta think about like that.
You know what? Every now and then, just send me some money. Let's see how that goes.
So what's so crazy is you gotta think, man. It's like LA. Like when I went the other day and I bought an eighth from the store. It was $60, but it wound up coming out to $77. So I paid $17 just in taxes. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the thing you got to put in account for when you move to places like that, because it's like it ain't $2.50 gas no more, because I'm pumping that cheap shit. You feel me?
Facts.
It's $5 for gas out there. You know what I mean? So like that's just a lot of shit you got to take in account.
If y'all don't mind, I got to take a phone call real quick. Can y'all keep it going, or you want me to pause it?
You good? You good?
Okay,
you
cool.
Good. Actually, good. Go ahead and pause it. Pause real quick. Yeah.
All right, and we back. Sorry about that. Business never sleeps. But with that being said, I know J.Hurst got to go in a little bit, so we're going to try to get as much out of him as we can.
Yeah.
But I was also talking to Dot outside. I saw you brought your squad with you if you wanted to like press on what it is that they do in your gang.
Yeah, man, for sure. I got my dude Dot with me, man. He
Smoke Gang.
That's the other half of Smoke Gang right there. You know what I mean? Riz Gang, that's like pretty much what we, been pushing and shit like that. But Luxury Bank Studios is pretty much like the main thing type of dealio. And right now we just opened up a studio. My dude got the studio available, man. So y'all make sure y'all lock in. You can go on IG Luxury Bank Studios, check them out. You know what I mean?
Definitely check that out.
Setup is A1.
Sure.
Sold them damn near all their equipment.
Hey, facts. Facts, man. Go see my dude at fucking Guitar Center for sure.
But also, we were talking a little bit outside too about some stuff, and Dot reminded me about something I wanted to ask. So sativa and indica, I heard those two are polar opposites, and they're good for different people. And I heard one of them would be good for me. I just don't know.
Yeah, man. I think that. So, what do you feel like? Do you feel like you're a hyperactive type of person? Would you label yourself hyperactive or chill?
I'd say I'm very chill.
Very chill.
Hyperactive.
I'm hyperactive.
Not chill.
You're hyperactive. So
yeah, I deal with a lot of anxiety. I deal with a lot of like. I'm very anxious a lot, and like just normally, not even.
Right, man.
When I'm intoxicated.
You're probably gonna want like a hybrid or an indica, but an indica dominant hybrid. You know what I mean? Something that's gonna chill you out, relax you. Yeah. Because
take you out sativa, that anxious headspace.
Right. You see a lot of people wind up smoking sativas, and don't get me wrong, sativas are beautiful, smell great type shit. But that's the shit that gets you antsy and like, you know what I mean?
You good, Dad?
I was trying to see what this was.
Yeah, that's a hybrid.
Yeah, the Gelato a hybrid, man. But yeah, so I think that indica would be good, man. Just relax you, chill you out, stop your mind from rambling so much. Because, man, weed can have you thinking about a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's definitely something for me is just like, I don't want to say I have insomnia or anything like that, but it's definitely like I can't sleep a lot because my mind's always running. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly thinking about shit. You know what I mean?
Indica put you in the couch.
Facts.
That's going to be what I remember if I ever do decide to try it one day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real.
So what y'all working on tonight? I know y'all said y'all got to get out of here. What y'all working on?
Nah, man. So, man, we've been out of town for a little bit and finally back home. Want to do some home shit. It's opened up. It's a little different because in Cali, we've been out there and everything's super closed down, about to open up.
Yeah.
June 15th, I think that it's like everything will drop, like all the mask mandates and shit. So finally back home, and you know, out here we like to ride our bikes in the city and shit. So we gonna finally go hit up the city, ride around the French Quarter, eat some good fucking food. Yeah, you know what it is, man.
Fucking, first of all, greatest city in the world.
Yo.
And then on top of that, it's like lately with my new job, what I've been having to do is deal with a whole bunch of tourists. Okay. And I mean, they all good people. It's just, you know, they've never been here before, so a lot of them just have so many questions about like, what should I do while I'm down here? And it's like,
right.
All right.
Right.
Start here and walk this.
You're right. Just eat you some food.
Yeah, we went to Muriel's right there in Jackson Square. It's like a fine dining type deal. Like real what's her name? Camila Cabella?
Yeah.
She shot one of her music videos there not too long ago.
Word.
And when you go out, it's like one of those spots. It's like the haunted tour. Like it's one of the haunted buildings and shit. And like while we were out there, I was sitting next to this guy. And he was like, you know, me and my wife were from Austin, Texas. He's like, and, you know, we just trying to, like, you know, drain every drop of juice we can out of New Orleans while we're here for the weekend. And he's like, you know, dude was like in his 60s, 70s, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, you know, I like getting my drink on. Right. And I was like, well, what have you got to do so far? And like, you know, he was naming off some stuff, and I was just like, fuck out of here. I was like, all right, check it out. I'm like, first of all, Pat O'Brien's. Make a run over there real quick, go get your hurricane.
Facts.
I'm like, and y'all did Bourbon Street already? He was like, yeah, we did Bourbon Street for a little while. And I was like, did you get your hand grenade? He's like, nah. I'm like, definitely hit Tropical, get your hand grenade. And he was like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, you know, we might do that tomorrow. He's like, we got a full day full of stuff to do. He's like, we might start off the day by going and get a hand grenade in a hurricane. And I was like, you don't start your day. No. You don't start your day.
Don't get him in the same
you
day.
end your day with that.
You feel like one in the morning and then one at night.
Yeah.
Type shit.
If you feel like your bus taking too long, go get one.
But that's the thing. Actually, when they do come to smoking weed, one thing that I do know is I get hungry as a motherfucker. Do you still get like mad munchies?
Oh yeah, man. So as you can see, I'm skinny as fuck, dude. So I'm like always hungry. It's super hungry. You know
Always
like,
the skinny motherfuckers.
What's your food recommendation for coming to the city?
Food recommendation, honestly, man. Everybody already knows that follows me is really into me. Lionheart Catering out in the city. 1628.
I'm not aware.
Yeah, downtown, man. They be out there, set up downtown. Definitely check them out. They post up. I think I want to say Wednesday through Sundays, and they're out there. They're fucking want to say home base for sure. They're Jamaican, but they're home New Orleans based type deal.
So it's like New Orleans cuisine.
I want to say it's more on around like the Jamaican side type of deal. They do a lot of salmon plates. They do a lot of jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken.
Oh, dude. I mean, and they fuck it up. Like, and I'm in a good way.
So
like,
I'm gonna go fuck that up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and yeah, man. Make sure you go over there. You tap in. I got my own vegan burger over there, the J.Hurst burger. So yeah.
What?
But you're not a vegan no more.
No,
Mr.
look,
Hurst.
man. But look, I'm gonna tell you one thing though. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you one thing. If you haven't had the vegan burger, don't knock it till you try it. It tastes exactly like a burger, maybe even better.
All
and
right.
It's like
got the
that
crack mac in the middle.
Okay, hold on. So, what if it's not a secret? What does the vegan burger consist of?
I'm not 100% sure because all of them are different.
That is true, but I know you said this is yours.
Chickpea protein is like the main base. It's the Beyond Meat.
Okay, that's that I'm okay with.
It's the Beyond Meat.
Because probably 3 weeks ago, me and Nicole were fiending for a burger.
No bean burgers.
No. Sir, I'll take it a step. Sir, I will take it a step. I will take it a step further. We went to, I want to say Winn-Dixie, but it was Rouse's. We walked in there and we were going to go get some burgers because Nicole was fiending for a burger. But we're having that thing where it's like, Nicole's pregnant, but she wants to try to maintain her weight, which she's doing a pretty good job at. But I'm fucking her up because I'm just like every night I'm getting pregnant with her because I'm just like Taco Bell, shots of cheese fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, how about we do something else? And it was like, all right. So like while we were in the store, we found these vegan burgers, and I was like, fuck it. You know what? Like you said, don't knock it till you try it. I'll give it a try. One thing I cannot eat is mushrooms. I can't eat mushrooms. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
Portobello mushroom burger.
I had the Portobello mushroom burger.
Don't do it,
bro. No. There's a handful. Like one of the things,
it's just a big mushroom.
One of the things me and Nikki have discussed is I need to watch certain things that I do when the baby gets here and starts to become cognizant of stuff that's going on. And she was like, I know that there's stuff that you don't eat. She's like, if you can, please don't react like that while the kid's here, because I don't want him to be like, oh, I'm not eating it either because of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's fine. Don't serve it to me. Right. Like easy two-way street, easy fucking
two-way street,
easy fucking don't come to me wide-eyed and put like a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts on the plate.
I fuck some Brussels sprouts.
No, maybe you know exactly. Maybe you've done it a different way, but like we did the meal kit thing for a little while, and like every now and then they send us in like zucchinis and like like trying to keep it a little healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to drop weight, believe it or not, but. That was one of the things. Was like a couple of times they sent us Brussels sprouts, and every time it was a different way to cook it. And every time we cooked it, I ate 3 of them, and I was like, no, I'm not. Finally, like the last time we got it, I looked at it and I was like, I've tried my best. I'm never doing this again. It's not happening. And I'm getting another phone call. I'm sorry. Please take it from here. I'll be right back.
You good? We're gonna talk about the music. Jesus Christ, it's breaking shit. Stop dropping stuff.
You were the ghost.
You're the ghost. You were the ghost.
Get it
out. Heavy foot ass motherfucker.
Yeah, Lord, that's
but
funny,
all right, so stay high.
Yes, man, stay high.
That's been out for what? That's probably
it's been out since 420, man. So about a month. Like a little bit over about a week over a month.
Word. Dot was telling us he about to do some visuals for it.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, we was in LA. We was high as shit driving, and yeah, he came up with the whole idea for driving high. So my dude's basically gonna be directing the whole thing, shot by Yusef Pozo. So y'all be looking out for that for sure. It's gonna be something super different. You know what I mean? Something super tight, out of the norm. You know what I mean? So
word. You gotta send us a link and a little snippet we could throw at the end of the episode.
Fire,
make sure everybody listen to that.
Ooh, yeah, for sure, man. Yes, I got you for sure.
Yes, sir. And so you got Stay High. Is that just the single for a preliminary project, or is it just something you're putting out there right now?
Well, no, I mean, so if people that have been keeping up with me know that I've been dropping a series of tapes that are all Stay High tapes. Stay High Part 1. Then I had Stay High Part 2. Then I want to say I had Stay High the Re-Up. And then now I got Stay High the Stoner's Manual. So it's just all in correlation with each other, leading up type of dealio. You know what I mean? So that's all it's been. It's just been like a series of tapes that I've been trying to drop annually every year, since I've started, taking the smoking shit more serious type of deal.
That's what's up. Well, we got, let's see, what time is it now? All right. We got some He's back. We got some stuff that you brought from the Cure Company.
Yeah, man.
What you got here? Tell us
right
about
here,
it.
man. I got the Cure Lotto. This is a strand that the Cure Company has came up with. This is something that pretty much is their strand, man. Won High Times Award last year for 2020. It's a hybrid indica dominant, man. Super powerful. So actually my second favorite next to the Marathon OG right now, man. Shout out to the Cure Company and DTPG for sure, dude.
That's what's up. I see you got the bag too, man. That
man, the smell proof, man, and everything. Shout out to Rain over there at DTPG.
Smell proof, you know what I mean?
Damn, smell proof and everything. That ain't gonna pop out the Ziploc. You good?
Proof, you know what I mean? Yeah, we not tripping on none of that, man.
Facts, fucking right. That's what's up, man. Well, I'm glad that you're doing big things, man. I'm glad that you're still doing the music. Fucking reviews is going dumb. You got the shit going with the Cure Company. That's fucking amazing, man. Yeah, man. Anything you want to let the people know before you get up out of here, bro?
Basically, man, just keep staying on, staying updated with everything. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be prepared for a lot of new reviews and just content in general. Just lifestyle type of shit, man. We about to bring some new shit. It's gonna be way different than what it was before, man. Like this, like I said, the pandemic has helped me realize that you can do a whole lot of different things, you know what I mean? So I've got some new shit, like some series of positive vibe talks that I'm going to be dropping, you know what I'm saying, like bi-weekly, just inspirational shit for keep people uplifted and shit. Because, like, that's the thing, man. Like, a lot of people are just super harsh these days and just, like, unfiltered. It doesn't matter. It don't matter what you're going through. Like, I forgot what happened. Like, even when Kobe died, they were making buku memes about Kobe and shit. You know what I mean? So, like,
Joe still don't. Yeah, Joe. Don't sit right with Joe at all.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, but that's the world we live in today, man. So we need a lot more positivity and shit. You know what I mean?
Facts. Fucking right.
And I mean, that's one thing that I can definitely say. I'm back, by the way. That is definitely one thing I can say about you is that you've always been a very positive dude. Like, I feel like every time you and I have ever interacted, it's always been all good. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I pride myself on being somebody that can get along with just about anybody. But, like, you definitely take it to the next level. And I could never tell if it was because you're just high as fuck or if your vibes are just always so positive. You know, like, and no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the positive vibe thing is real. But definitely, we definitely appreciate you finally coming through, man. Like, I hope next time you got something going on, you can come back through and we can talk more about it. And you know, it's always great to have a local person that I definitely fuck with. Like I told Flame last week, it's like it's always weird when you're around somebody that you think's a whack artist or like something like that, and it's like you're cool, man.
Right?
Like,
can't give him no props. You just be like, so nice shoes. Bro.
That one beat you had on that one out of all 30 tracks that you put out, like that one beat was pretty cool. You know what I mean? But like, nah, like Jay, you've always been a genuine stand-up dude, and like every time you come around, it's always, again, positive vibes, no pun intended. But we appreciate you coming through, my man, and hopefully next time you come back from Cali, you'll bring more fun stuff to piss my neighbors off.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man. Sorry. Hey, look, and the neighbors next door, man, we promise we don't have the coronavirus. We just smoking a lot of good cannabis.
I'm talking a lot of shit. I was waiting on one of them to poke their head over the fence. Like, what y'all got? You want to throw it over here?
Yeah, man.
But thank you for coming through, J.Hurst. We're gonna go ahead and let y'all get up out of here, and then we're going to finish the show off correctly. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. J.Hurst, appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Well, we are back, and everything needs to work the way it needs to work before I start breaking shit. All right, but shout out to Mr. J.Hurst for coming through again, and we also wanted to mention again his homeboy, what is it, Luxury Bank Studios?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. They were both in here. I'm pretty sure he fell asleep a couple. What was his name?
Louis Barrero.
Yeah, he looked like he fell asleep a couple times.
Yeah.
My guy. But shout out to them, man. They were dope as fuck. Always a pleasure to be around J.Hurst. He was always positive vibes as fuck and always cool as fuck to be around, man. So
absolutely,
he's welcome back anytime he wants to.
My man's had to get down with the get down.
But we're definitely trying to get some, not as many, but definitely trying to get some guests in here weekly because Miss Nikki P has definitely hit the point of pregnancy where she's like, if I don't have to sit up and talk for 2 hours, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she was at that point before the pregnancy. But
you calling her out, bitch.
She's like, I just come here to make him happy.
Nah, but we're definitely trying to get some people in here in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully,
see that thing you got
if the stars align, y'all should have some great features coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely, that was a fucking great interview.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Shout out again to J.Hurst, man.
A weed interview, I like it.
Yeah, that's how you were really quiet for a weed interview. You know what I'm saying? I know you would let them go off.
Yeah, my guy was going. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to interject when somebody's on a good tangent. Unless
I was waiting for you to. Fair, but I was waiting for you. You ever seen Miss Congeniality? You know how like whenever your girl won the crown, she kept running up. The girl kept running up and pulling the fucking crown off it. I was waiting for you to do that shit with J.Hurst. She's like, I know about weed. I know about weed too. I know about weed.
I know weed and stuff. Nah, he knows it on like more of a scientific level. Yeah. I know more of like legal, financial,
right?
What it's supposed to look like. Yeah.
I hope.
But with that being said, man, yeah, I'm still not convinced that I need to smoke any type of weed. So
it's all right.
You're gonna try to
CBD?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. I'm checking it out.
No, I'm one of these days.
I'm gonna come in and share what you say.
Yeah,
yeah.
You want to just pass a CBD blunt back and forth?
Yeah, why not?
See what happens.
Watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe. See what happens. Fuck the game up, bro. Let's do it.
Just gotta watch Endgame. That's all.
Just watch Endgame.
I will do that again. I will.
Man, I feel like just you and I sitting next to each other, just crying,
bro, holding each other.
Don't know when this happened.
Blood still burning.
Why did you do that? Thanos, you're an asshole. You're an asshole, Thanos.
If I'd have that glove, you just know.
All right, so. Texas recently passed a bill where apparently anytime after 6 weeks, an abortion is illegal.
So like the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you can even tell when you're pregnant.
Yeah, I must say when they find out,
Yeah.
I was about to say,
you gotta get it
When
done.
you
You
make
gotta,
that doctor's appointment.
yeah, you gotta get it done within that hour.
me and Nikki found out at 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah, 7 days.
we had a week. Yeah, I mean, and if our credit cards weren't popping,
Yeah.
couldn't have pulled it off.
And when you make the appointment, they be like, all right, yeah, we can pencil you in for next week. Nigga, I only got 7 days left, bro.
Like, how does that work?
It's a felony, sir.
How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't book it until after the allotted time,
That's the setup.
yeah.
I would tell him, bro, I only got a week left. Like,
Can't you like not tell until after it's like a month of pregnancy anyway?
I'm
Like,
pretty
you
sure.
can't tell you're pregnant unless it's like a month that's passed.
Like I said, I feel like and like Nicole's very on top of herself. You know what I'm saying? So like, is she? There was a certain what?
Pretty sure she was on top of you.
Shut up.
Cause ain't it a boy? Ain't that how?
But there was definitely.
Girls on top, boys.
it's gravity. It's
Yeah, I was about to say girls can't get pregnant if they're on top. It's just gravity. But
I had a friend who thought that. She's got a daughter now.
shout out Macy, we love you, girl.
It's not Macy. Macy doesn't have many thoughts. And the ones she do consist of like meow, meow.
But I think
Duck hunting. Macy.
God damn it, I done lost my train of thought. But yeah,
Love you,
I think how do y'all feel about that?
About the, I mean,
6 weeks.
Oh.
Honestly, I feel like it's another way to just control. That's all it is.
All right,
I feel I'm going to go get a gauntlet and collect all the Infinity Stones because we're going to have to do some snapping with all these fucking babies that's about to be born if that's the case.
Well, there's that, but then there's also like
They gonna have to put the China limit over here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, for real.
One baby and shit.
But can I start here? Is it too much that it's all of these men making these laws about women?
Right. That's honestly. That's,
Like, is that
that's
like? Let's start there.
That's where
like,
my
is that-
control point was going. Is just another way to control women's bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
What you think, Nikki?
Right. That's what I was saying.
Straight
you
up.
know?
I hear you. But I mean, that's more or less where like my head was going with it. Was just like I still feel like now, granted, there is women out there that are a part of these bills passing, but it's still obviously majority men, and it's like it's that weird thing to me where it's like, now granted, I found out Nicole was pregnant and I was ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the idea of being a dad, and I can't wait for my son to be here, but. Well, not even a butt on my end, but I still feel like it's always good to have the option. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with having the option out there. Like just in case, like what if it was an ectopic pregnancy? Isn't that also considered an abortion where that could technically kill her?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then what if, I don't know, like, but I just feel like it's really weird that like they're trying so hard to like keep these women, like, and I also feel like the people that are out there getting abortions, you probably don't want them having kids anyway. Can we also be honest about that? Like most of the women that are probably trying to have abortions aren't the people you want having children.
I'd say that's a 50-50 kind of thing.
I'm gonna
feel like
I'm gonna give it 90-10.
I feel like it's more the what's the ratio? It's like women that have been raped or had kids.
No, I'm not talking about them.
Got pregnant too young.
I'm not talking about them.
But that's
like,
what you said. Women who have.
Oh, okay,
abortions.
you're right. I should
So
probably like
that's-
clarify better.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm talking about like just the women in their
so
20s.
that's more of a 50-50 thing.
I meant like
ratio of
the
them is higher. That's
Okay,
what
you're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're right. I mean more of like the
95-5.
people that were irresponsible. 95% of them are the ones that you don't want having children to begin with.
I mean,
That's some of your friends.
Exactly. Dude, you know how many people I know right now that should not have children that have a 6-year-old?
This is what I'm saying.
Facts.
It's like no, like I honestly like no. To me, like the rape and the incest and the women that could die if they physically have a child. I'm taking that out of the equation. Like I feel like that should be 100% legal.
Just
if
the
any
women
of
who
those
choose
things,
to have abortion so they can go whole around.
women that are choosing to have an abortion, 97, 98%.
And I didn't say whore around more. I said whore.
Yeah.
Whore.
Because you want to know why? And this,
smart body, I do what I want. Yeah.
This is
I agree.
I've told I've told a couple of true stories tonight, and I don't know if I've ever told this one on the show, but there was a guy I was talking to one day at my old job, and I think I did tell this story, but just to give a quick one, we were more or less just sitting there one day, and what?
None.
What?
I don't know if I think I heard this story, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. When the guy looked at me and we were talking about abortion, and I was just like, yeah, I'm 100% for it. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, bro. And then now granted, once again, I think I said this the first time, but it was just like, hear me when I say this. Like this, hear me out before you close your ears and go, he's the devil. Like it was that moment where it was like, I feel like women should be able to get abortions just because it's a Wednesday. I feel like women should be able to get an abortion whenever the fuck they want to, primarily because it's not my fucking body. I should not have control over what a woman does. And I feel like my opinion on that no longer matters. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, that's more or less where I'm coming from with it. Is it's like, all right, well, I want to get an abortion. Why? Because it's 3 months away from bikini season, and I do not feel like having a pregnant body. You know what? Do you? I don't agree with you, but I feel like you should be allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you? It's not my fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling the guy this, and you can see his fucking brain imploding. And I'm looking at him at one point. I'm just like, wow, whoa, like, what do you got going on? And he was just like, bro, his exact words, bro, haven't you ever read the Bible? And I was like, yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've read plenty of good. I love Stephen King. You know what I'm saying? It's great books. And he was like, bro, like one time I got my girlfriend pregnant and like we got a fight. And she was like, you know what? Take me to the clinic. And I was like, okay, I'll take you to the clinic. If you're fucking sick, I'll take you to the clinic. And then she was like, no, I'm going to the clinic. Well, no, he was like, we drove up. And then I was like, hey, now that we're here at the clinic, what do you need to go to the clinic for? And she was like, you want to know why? Because I'm pregnant with your seed. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get an abortion. And I was like, I'll tell you what. You get out of this car, go in there and kill my baby. I'll run you over. and I'll kill you, and I'll kill the baby, and then I'll kill myself. And then he looked at me like I feel like I exclamate this every time. It's like the way he looked at me after he said that was like, drop the fucking mic on your ass. And I was like, I remember standing there and looking around like to see if anybody else was listening to this story, just so I could be like, and I'm the psycho? I'm the crazy person?
And he has logic in his head.
Yes,
like,
in his head.
Serious.
In his mind, that made sense.
Yep. That's like that fucking the two dudes who fucking beat the shit out of the dude that raped the chick and then killed the chick to cover them not finding out about them beating up the dude that raped the chick.
Bro.
What?
But yet we still know about this story.
You know how long it took my brain to process that fucking article title?
Yeah, because we still know about it. Somehow. You failed. You failed like a motherfucker.
And now you're doing double the time.
Bro.
Goofies.
What is going on here?
Instead of attempted murder. Or
that was a real thing.
Or attempted whatever the fuck.
Where did that didn't that happen in New Orleans?
And attempted murder.
Didn't that happen in New Orleans?
Shreveport.
Yeah. They killed the girl that they beat the shit out of the guy for raping her.
Yeah,
but she was a witness, so they were like, no loose ends.
No. She didn't see anything. She
knew.
Had a strong feeling that these guys
beat the shit out of the guy that raped her
because she heard about it. Yeah.
And they were like, no loose ends.
Right. Yep.
You
suspicious bitch?
We did something. We did something good. So now we have to balance the galaxy.
An eye for an eye, but not ours. Type shit.
That guy beat your son half to death. So I'm going to go beat his ass and then beat your son the other half to death. to balance.
Level this the fuck out. Like, what? Now, if it was one of those things where, like, you know, she lied about being raped and these guys would beat the shit out of some random dude because she was just, you know. He didn't want to
He didn't want to fuck me.
Right. Yeah. So now he's raving. See, that's the type of shit I don't agree with, ladies. If you one of them bitches out there who's just throwing niggas under the bus because he ain't want to give you no dick, there's something wrong with you. You need to look inside yourself because there's not too many men that turn down pussy.
That shit happens. That shit happens.
Or look outside yourself.
Look in the mirror.
I'm just saying.
Look in the mirror.
Flat iron your hair every now and then. Walk around this bitch with ant piles on top of shit.
With that being said, Mr. Martin Gully Kelly is having a very rough week. Mr. Machine Gun Kelly himself.
That boy named Colston.
Colson Baker. He's apparently been having a rough week because of some DMs.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get you guys.
Nails.
Did you read it? Huh? Did you read the DMs?
Yes, I did.
All right, I wanted to get you guys.
It wasn't really like you can read the DMs. It was more or less the chick, like
talking about him.
Yeah, like using it as her background.
Yeah, so apparently,
I thought that like was MGK PMS, but that's a D.
It's a D, my friend.
Yeah, but the PMS
and an apostrophe.
It made sense to me because of the fingernail shit.
Oh no, it's coming. We're gonna get to that too, because like I said, MGK's having a rough week. He's having a rough week. So apparently, there was a girl who was a huge fan of Machine Gun Kelly, and apparently one day, he liked one of her Instagram posts, and then he DM'd her, and then he texted her, and apparently at one point she addressed him as sis, and then he went to calling her a dumb and a weird bitch.
Yep.
And now she just exposed his whole life because he called her sis. Toxic masculinity is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I wanted you guys' opinions on it. If you was talking to a chick and she called you sis, how would y'all feel about it? Go.
Straight up, bro.
Facts.
Right.
Facts, my nigga. Look,
those were my first thoughts. It was just like, I hear you, son.
I'm like, I told a chick before though, like she accidentally called me bro, and I was like, bro, I'm liable to call you my nigga at any point in time. So I don't take offense to it.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Like, would y'all wouldn't be offended if a chick called you sis? Like,
No.
bro's one thing, but like sis.
No.
That's how the motherfuckers talk these days.
Right.
Like,
you realize we call each other bitch in natural conversation,
yeah, we
right?
talking to each other greasy.
We a different breed.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, other people do that with their friends too, and it just naturally come out that way. Like
Right.
you said, like he called females my nigga all the time.
Right.
Like,
So like, was he just being a sensitive little bratty girl in that moment?
Absolutely.
the fingernails.
Man,
She was right.
Joe, bring up the fingernails. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to be that person. But like, sis, fingernails. She's not wrong. Like, you didn't help your case, is what I'm saying.
So somebody recently shared a picture of MGK and Megan Fox at, it looked like some sort of award show. I can't really tell what it was.
Yeah, some type
But
of
he had his hand around her chest, and all 5 fingers had at least 3 to 4 inches of Cardi B nails.
Yeah, them can't wipe your ass nails.
Yeah. And they captioned.
He was up in there like this in the style. Megan, wipe it for me.
They had the caption.
Get it?
Presses the bidet.
The caption of the photo was, "This can't be the same dude that was a East Side Cleveland wild boy."
They had another one that said, he went from wild boy to hot girl summer.
Bro, that shit ain't right. But yeah, that's. I feel the same way. How do y'all? What do y'all? First of all, is anybody at this table still a fan of MGK?
Not at the moment.
I was never really a big fan of his to begin with.
Really?
I was a fan of him in his early rise. Lately,
Like 100 Words and Running?
yeah, I start to lose him after like Alpha Omega, like the one that he did with the fucking hand with the thorns.
Bloom.
That one. I didn't listen to that one.
You didn't like
I
it?
listened to
That was his third album, I believe.
to the Blink 187 fucking remixes.
First
he
of all,
put
don't
out.
disrespect Blink 182 like that.
Whatever. I didn't know. Yeah.
All the
Small dicks you take.
bitch.
That's all I got.
Nah, because I really fuck with MGK, and I actually liked his rock album. I didn't like that he said he did that because of the Eminem shit. Yeah, I didn't like that. Like, it was just like, bro, like, you've literally been rock and roll since your first album. Like, everybody's known that you had, like, the rock and roll background, but you just happen to be dope at rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, so you finally brought, like, a J. Cole type situation where J. Cole's like, I've already done this, now I want to try this. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting to experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop Tickets to My Downfall is like a cool little fucking, like, hey, you know, I normally do rap, but I want to try something a little different that's close to my roots, and, you know, this, that, and the fifth. Right. And it's like, nobody's got a fucking problem with that. But when you're coming out and it's just like, oh, well, I did this because Eminem ruined my career and nobody else wants to listen to me because of the kill shot bullshit. It's like, bro, stop bitching. Like, you're supposed to be the wild boy, East Side Cleveland gangster. Like, stop.
And you did that.
Did what?
I mean, nobody, like, told him to drop that.
Right.
Like, you did that to yourself. If that's how you feel about Eminem, then you're the only one you can blame for that. And I didn't know he said that, honestly.
I disagree only because I feel like the way that he responded to Eminem was good. I feel like MGK was one of the first people in a long time to respond to Eminem well.
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that was your track.
Oh yeah, like you were the reason that he ruined your career.
Right, you chose that.
Like, if you wouldn't have responded, it would have just blew over.
Right.
Y'all think that? Y'all think if he would have never responded to Eminem's little diss, that would have nothing would have happened?
Like every other rapper that didn't respond, that he dissed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're still doing fine.
Doing great.
Yeah.
And if they did respond, they're so irrelevant, nobody gave a shit. Nope. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I feel like with the Machine Gun Kelly thing, it's like, oh, you take the weirdness thing. We get it. You're a weird dude. You're a wild boy. Like, you're all of these other things. But like, at a certain point, it's like you can't have the that. Right. You can't have the I'm the fingernail wearing fucking wild boy, and then a girl was
but I'm a gangster too.
And then a girl's like, oh, shut up, sis. And he's like, shut up, you dumb bitch, you weird bitch.
Slap you with my Glock on Thug and shit. Like,
yeah.
Nigga, shut up. You just got your nails painted next to me. Sit the fuck down.
Stop. We got pedicures together. What are you talking about?
Right. So wait, you just help me pick out my nail color.
Talking about that looks cute and shit.
I helped you color coordinate your apartment, Shelly.
So wait, did she actually give out details? I'm talking about the chicken DM. Did she give out details about you say she exposed his life and shit?
No, like she
literally just said that and then it ended.
Oh.
Yeah, like she was
like, he called me a stupid dumb bitch and then exposed. Like, so I'll call you a dumb bitch. Stupid.
Like, do y'all think that
there it is.
Do y'all think like the toxic masculinity shit's getting a little overboard? Like J.Hurst didn't really do it, but it was like the whole like pause and like all that other shit. It's like, are we really getting to the point where it's like now it's like I know he was being funny, but it's like I also know like there comes a point where it's like somebody's like, bro, no, I'm not fucking gay, bro. And it's like, can you calm the fuck down? Like, nobody thinks you're gay except for the fact that you just went so hard to prove that you're not gay.
Yeah. Like, that's when you honestly, that's what makes me think niggas is suspect when they fight it so hard, like to where they get frustrated because somebody says something that's slightly homosexual.
Why you been so defensive, bro?
Right. All I did was pinch your nipple, my nigga. It's not like I'm trying to fuck you. Yeah. I didn't just bend you over in front of everybody and stick my dick in your ass. Jesus.
Yeah, I think like that. I think that's where it becomes that bullshit is. It's just like, bro, calm down.
Right.
Like, we all in here bullshit. We all out here having a good time. I'm like, oh, shut up, you little girl. And the motherfucker's like, bro, I'm not a little fucking girl, bro.
Right.
Bro, never been a little girl in my fucking. You want to go outside?
That's what MGK did. That's what MGK did.
Yeah. She was like, oh, yeah, sis. And he was like, sis, you dumb bitch. He was like, bro.
After sending a picture of his nails, look.
Yeah, bro.
Look at this shit. This shit's hard.
You can't get offended that a girl called you sis when you got nails like that on
Facts.
purpose. On purpose.
Facts.
You did that to you. Now, if you would have came out and just been like, yeah, Megan's hot, and she got me while I was sleeping, and I was just like, look what you did, I'd still think you're weird, but I'd be like, okay.
That sounds like an excuse, and I'm going to just think that you're gay for real and making the cover up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't
shit.
care how many times she licked your black tongue on the red carpet.
Weird but another thing that
to cover up her thumbs.
Oh god, her weird fucking thumbs, bro. But another thing that apparently got brought up this week, and we ain't got to talk on it too long because we getting there. But one of the things that got brought up was Jay-Z
Jigga
giving his roses to DMX.
It's The Rock.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you can't.
But one of the things that was brought up was Jay-Z giving his roses to DMX when apparently in the past he has had a lot of negative things to say about DMX. So now people are bringing up how you should give people their roses while you're here, and now you're kind of backtracking now that they're gone. Do you guys see a problem with that?
Yes.
Speak on it.
I mean, just that. Like, you got all these nice things to say about me that I'm not here on this earth. Why couldn't you have ever told me that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, just maybe they had that conversation and it wasn't public knowledge. That's another thing, too. Like, public perception is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, the public can still think that these people are beefing until something happens to show them otherwise.
Right.
Like, for all these years, we thought Drake and Chris Brown hated each other, and they dropped that video like 2-3 years ago. That bitch got like 8 million views in the first day.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No guidance. I want to do that dance.
That fucking Drake was
freaky. I can learn a lot. Come teach me.
Is that your heart?
I got that shit.
It's still beating.
I hate that shit.
That shit was on the TV for like 2 days ago.
How'd you get your speaker? How'd you get the music so loud? How'd you get the music so loud?
Bro, you know my phone code. Bro, you know my code. Bro, you know my code. Bro. But yeah. Jinxia Missada.
Shut the fuck up.
Toxic masculinity. Joe, how you feel about that?
Which one?
The Jay-Z DMX thing.
The dance that Drake was
Fuck Drake, man.
You want the snake? God damn it.
Nah, I mean, like Turtle said, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just like say like,
no, we gotta get out of this shit.
Yeah, fucking give people their roses while they're here.
Or if you didn't like them, shut up.
Right.
Like, I feel like at the end of the day, like if Jay-Z and DMX, or at least preface whatever you're about to say about DMX is like, look, we didn't get along.
Right.
We didn't like each other.
But he's a dope artist.
But he obviously had an influence on like there wouldn't, like you can still give them their roses after they're gone, but at least just be real about it. Like,
right.
We were never friends.
Right.
And like I think that's happened a couple of times. Like even with some people that I know that passed away, it's just like, look, we were never cool. You know what I'm saying? But like it sucks. Like, his family's got to go through all of that. Like, not that I wish this on said person, but like, obviously we never got along.
Right.
They said like they had these guys that used to jump me all the time when I was a fucking teenager.
Right.
And then they passed away.
Right.
And it's like, I didn't go when they died, you know what I'm saying? But it was still just like, I even said, like, whenever people came to me about it, it was like, it sucks. I don't want anybody to die.
Right.
But obviously, they were not my favorite people.
Right.
So I'm the wrong person to talk to about this. If you want roses, go talk to their family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, I'm not just going to be like, I'm not just going to, because somebody's passed away or, fuck, he can be here on this earth. I'm not just going to, because you're cool with them, try to butter up my opinion.
Absolutely not.
Of them. No, you know what I'm saying?
And what you just said, like, if you come to me, ask me how I feel about this, you came to me because you know they used to jump me.
Yeah.
Right.
You came to me about this, I don't care that they're dead. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
no, I mean, that's more or less where it was for me.
That I didn't do it, but
yeah.
Is it going to ruin my day?
Yeah, like
probably
not.
not.
I went about my day just fine.
I was gonna come to you with this. That
I'm not,
I don't care, but you came to me,
bro.
I
had that moment when I'm
me.
like walking down the street, like, see, maybe they used to bust my ass right there,
bro. I'm not even gonna name names.
Still here, look who's still here.
I'm not even gonna name names, but somebody that we all know and love, somebody else that we knew and loved died, and we all had to go to the funeral, and he stood next to me, chipper,
right?
Not like being happy about it, but he was just like, I don't care.
Right.
And I was like, bro, like, even I looked at him at one point. I'm like, bro, look, we're at his fucking funeral. Like, at least show a little respect. And he was like, I have nothing but respect for him. No, he's like, I have nothing but respect while we're here. But he literally tried to beat the shit out of me one time. I don't give a shit.
Right.
And it was like, I feel you. Like, I mean, and like, I know some people might hear that and just be like, yeah, but somebody died. And it's like, no, you're right. Like, maybe his reaction wasn't the best, but you have to understand also his only interaction with this person was him trying to beat the shit out of him.
Right.
So it's like, why would I give a shit if anything happens to you?
Right.
Much less die. Like everything. Like, oh, he graduated college. Don't care. He had a baby. Don't care. Oh, he got cancer. Don't care. Oh, he died. Don't care. Like,
right. Yeah, you got good memories with him. I don't.
I have none.
Right.
Like nothing about it. Like there's a couple of people that I know like
and just
that.
keep it a buck about that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to fluff up your opinion to try to appease somebody else.
Yeah, like I'm not going to go to you and say like, yeah, ha, he's dead. No, like, but don't come to me.
Right.
No.
Right.
But that's more or less where I'm at with it. Is it's like if anybody I know passes away, if I have good things to say, I'll even like go on Facebook and like I know that's stupid, corny to say, but it's like I'll even go on Facebook and just like make like a little memorial for him. Like here's a picture of him with me or without me. Here's something that I felt like it sucks. Rest in peace. I hope your family's okay. Right. If I didn't like you, I'm not gonna say anything.
Exactly.
Right. Just keep my opinion to myself.
We're done talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he died. It sucks. Anyway.
Right.
And then like keep it moving. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that's how Jay-Z kind of should have went about it.
One less person that disagrees with me.
Did he like come out and did Jay-Z come out and like say that?
About what?
Well, clearly he came out and gave him his roses and shit like that. But I don't know. I feel like he's gonna do an interview and say he's gonna be asked about it. He's gonna be like, yeah, we actually had a talk
like, before he died.
Yeah,
when he was in the hospital.
It's gonna be one of those things.
God damn it, Jigga. Don't look, Hov, plead the fifth. Just save reputation, just plead the fifth, nigga. Fuck.
When I heard he's in the hospital, I know how to get this off.
I'm trying to look up something right now. Yeah, Jay-Z shares his fondest memory of DMX and says why he boycotted the Grammys. Jay-Z recalls the time DMX brought a whole arena to tears. You know, yeah, like all of this other shit. We're about to wrap up if you want to. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's just like that. I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like that was kind of corny on Jay's part. Where it's like, I get wanting to give somebody that passed away roses, but I feel like you should be a little more authentic about it, a little more transparent. It's just like, we didn't get along, but it sucks he died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's where my head's at with it is just like I don't feel like we need to pretend like we were best friends when I used to talk shit about you, but also sucks you died.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it. Is that like how he came off about it though? Like he was saying like
no, apparently he literally was just giving roses and like like that's the way it was presented to me. Was somebody was just like, you talk bad about DMX like all this time, so and like now
he didn't bring up all the other shit. Like none of that shit ever happened.
Right.
Okay,
well, that's how it was presented to me. I don't know. I didn't get to read the article, but like that's how it was presented to me. Was like, yeah, he's talked bad about DMX for all these years, and now all of a sudden it's we lost a legend and da 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 da, and it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, elaborate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, don't say, like, I respect his art and shit like that, but we just never got along. It's like me with Tom Hanks or some shit like that. Like, I don't know them personally, but, like, I give you props.
You're going to stop playing with Tom Hanks, dog.
Okay, fucking,
That's like me with LeBron.
Yeah.
I can't stand LeBron, but I know he's a great player and a great person. I mean, honestly, I can't stand LeBron, the NBA player. LeBron, the person, I actually admire a lot. He does a lot for the communities that he's in, get a lot for jail reform and things like that. So, yeah.
Prime example, Tom Brady. Who doesn't hate Tom Brady besides me?
I hate you. You got to stop playing with Tom Hanks. I hate you. I hate you.
My bad, bro.
You gonna stop playing with Forrest motherfucking Gump.
Motherfucker.
Walt
you want to come outside and find out if I'm a sis?
Look at this.
Look at my kicks.
With the nails as he's flexing. I can't do the fist because
they're just hanging.
I'm so fucking done with this show.
I want to be a fly on the wall when he breaks one.
Bang!
Like how many times do you think Megan Fox had to like stare at him while he punched a hole in the drywall? Oh shit! All right, well y'all got anything else?
MGK has a lot of pictures in his house because Megan Fox hangs them all after he punches holes in the wall.
Boom. I mean, you're not wrong.
A lot of autographed pictures of yourself, bro.
I got Machine Gun Kelly's autograph over there somewhere, and he signed it in pink. And it's like you keep having that moment of like, bro, come on, man.
The breadcrumbs were there. They were there.
It's all leading to this.
We started watching it. What was it? The interview last night, and it was like Eminem. It's like I feel like I've been leaving a breadcrumb trail of gayness. Oh shit! But that's all the time we have for today. As always, thank you for your support. And if you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on iTunes or wherever you're listening right now. Starting with J.Hurst. Unfortunately, you weren't here to give that. Do you have any of J.Hurst's socials?
Yeah. I'll give out his socials for my guy real quick. You know
I feel like I had his.
Got his IG right here. That's pretty much his main networking thing anyway. If y'all want to follow the guy J.Hurst, it's J.Hurst, one word, _ positive vibes. And vibes is with a Y, not an I, just in case you was wondering.
All right. Well, Mr. TRTL.
You know what it is. It's Mr. TRTL _ TRTL _ on IG, on Twitter. Too rare to lose. Make sure you're doing your English properly.
Mr. Average
And all
Joe.
other platforms, TRTL.
Oh, fuck. Mr. Average Joe.
LE _ average _ JOBE on Instagram. Jovid19 on Twitter.
On the twatter.
The twatter.
Twatting.
And also, we have... check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to us at The Hangover Podcast and Twitter at _ Hangover Pod. Thank y'all for having a drink with us. J. Cole needs to stop retiring from shit that he just started. MGK needs to quit bitching about his DMs because, sis, relax. Texas abortion bill needs to get the fuck up out of here. And A Quiet Place Part 2, your asshole is going to be puckered the entire time you're watching it. Thank y'all for having a drink with us. This is The Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.